If you've ever wanted a lot of money, a lot of XP, or just become really good at wizard alchemy, well, these are going to be the best AFK spots for you to grind at. And I can assure you that if you leave your computer on or whatever on at night, I guarantee that when you wake up, you are going to have so many resources. And this is basically applicable to World 1 and 2. So let's first start off with World 1 real quick. And if you are only interested in World 2, well, just skip ahead to the video. So here is going to be World 1, and let's show you guys some of the best AFK spots over here. So to start off, there is this little grinding area here. There was not a really good AFK spot, but here's a really good AFK spot that you can grind at, even starting level 1. So it's going to be this mutant over here at this side. I recommend you climb that side of the mountain to get over here. And once you're over here, in order to fight him, you can't actually AFK grind on this ledge. There used to be a ledge here, but now it got flattened. And so in order to defeat this mutant Warhammer Dwarf, what you want to do is you want to make your way to this ledge over here. That way the dwarf cannot hit you, you can hit him. For example, I hit him here, boom, look, as you can see, he cannot do any damage to me, and now I'm perfectly fine to hit him over and over. Now here's going to be another location, alright. So we want to hop back onto our wand or whatever you use, and we want to make our way to the very top of this mountain. Now if you don't have the wand, it is going to be a lot more difficult to get up here, but do not fret, you can still walk up here. Now there is going to be a giant golden egg here. It's not here yet because I am on a public server, so we'll have to transfer to my private server in order to guarantee a giant golden egg. But this guy, when you defeat him, you'll get 1 to 4 furnace cores, which is amazing because furnace cores are the second best material in the game. They have been dethroned by the lava behemoth remains, which is a little unfortunate, but they're the best in World 1. So that's definitely something that you gotta look out for. Now if we hop off that mountain and we work our way here, over here on top of this gigantic helmet looking statue, we will find there is another mutant. This one is going to be the mutant archer goblin, and this one I don't recommend fighting here. You can't really AFK grind here because the other ones up there and over there, they respawn relatively fast. You can actually, no, that one doesn't respawn fast, but still you can AFK grind there. It gives you a lot of the, like, some of the best resources in the game, but this one you can't AFK grind because it is ranged, and so it's way too unpredictable. I mean, you could like hide behind a stone and try to hit it, but overall this one, it's just something to keep in mind. You know, if everything else has been taken, you could potentially try to fight that. Now here's going to be the best AFK spot that I used in World 1 to actually get myself to the point where I am right now. So we want to head right over here. And just for reference about how to get here, I'm going to reset and show you guys exactly from the very start and how to get here. And also, there's a very specific positioning technique that you want to go at that goblin location there. Because if you stand a little bit too close to the archer goblin, you are going to take damage and you are not going to be able to AFK, which is not exactly what we want. That's not the most ideal. So we'll head over here and we'll see that there's a lot of goblins here, right? You want to position yourself right about this block. As you can see, these two blocks clash. You want around over here. This way you can hit every single knife goblin in the area, and yes, that even includes that one when it walks into range, just like that. But the archer goblin will not be able to hit you. And for this one, I recommend you have at least frost thorns, regular frost thorns, but preferably frost thorns that is S tier. We can head to my backpack and I will show you. These are S tier magic power, frost thorns potion, and that's basically the minimum you need. And aside from that, I put 14 points into attack because that is just enough to one-shot these guys. As you can see here, boom, I do that, it's 334 damage. You need approximately 300 damage to one-shot the knife goblins, and doing this ensures that you don't over-put stats into attack, which means that, you know, you can actually put more stats into movement, no sorry, not movement speed, what am I doing? You can put more stats into cooling reduction, and this will reduce the cooldowns of each one of your abilities, so it'll make it so that you can farm even faster. Now let's dump all of our stat points straight back into movement speed because I gotta show you some more things. So we are going to head across this ledge here, and this area I don't really think is an AFK spot. Main reason being is that if you are good enough to fight here, well, you also are good enough to simply go to the Sea of Oblivion, which is going to be World 2, so we're gonna get straight into that. If you have skipped this part of the video, well, hello, and if you've continued watching, well, I enjoy you even more because that increases my watch time. But here's going to be all of the AFK spots on World 2, and over here it's going to be a lot more difficult to AFK as Obviously, every single opponent here has a lot more hit points, and so it makes it a little bit impossible to AFK. But for example, there's going to be these sword orcs here, and you can likely AFK them. Let's just see the biggest bundle, right? Because we don't want to fight the bow orcs. The bow orcs are way too scary as they hit you from a range. I mean, as long as you can one-shot them, you should be good. So let's just reset all of our stat points, and then we'll just stash it all into attack. And let's see, can we one-shot them? No, we still can't one-shot them. And oh my goodness, that guy does damage. So fighting these AFK and these orcs is definitely not recommended, because if you are strong to AFK the orcs, there's so many better things to AFK. And let me just show you around here, like what exactly do I mean by like all these things that you can actually AFK here. So we'll just dump everything. Yeah, movement speed. We'll hop off my staff and we'll go into this cave and show you. So there's going to be a lot of opponents out here. You can probably see the orc priest, the bow orc, whatever kind of orcs. I don't recommend AFKing here, because if you cannot one-shot them, they're gonna hit you back, and when they hit, it hurts a lot. Like, look, there's the axe orc here, and why do I even take damage? What do I even take damage from? I have no clue. But these guys here, they do so much damage, it is generally not recommended to AFK anywhere near these guys. So you might be thinking, well, if you don't AFK there, then where in the world are you going to AFK, right? I mean, when you AFK, you gotta fight something, and you would be right, but what we are fighting is not going to be any of these lively opponents that can hit back. We're going to AFK at spots where they cannot hit back. And there's actually two very, very crucial locations. So the first one is going to be all the way out on that island over there. Now while you do make your way to that island, do make sure to go to the adjacent island over here, the volcano. There's going to be 3 chests, and some of them even spawn as tier 2. For example, this one's a tier 2 chest, and look, gave me a golem core. Also, I did get the let's see here, what's it called, the lava behemoth remains. I got one of it from a tier 2 chest, so that is definitely something to keep in mind. Honestly, you could just like keep on grinding these chests because they give such good loot. It might even be more worth it to go to those chests to get the best loot in the game instead of fighting these guys. Even if you are later into the game, unless you can like 2-tap the mutants or something, it should honestly be more worth it to just grind the chest location. Like, look, there's another one right there, but the tier 2 ones are the only really good ones, because those are the only ones that can give you the let's take a look here, the epic and legendary material. And the epic material is already as good as the furnace core, but the legendary material is really where it's at. But don't neglect the tier 1 chests as well, because they can still give you shards, and you do need shards. But we'll head down here, and this is going to be the first mutant. Now I don't really recommend this mutant, as it is the orc priest, meaning that it does have ranged attacks, but that is something to keep in mind. You can fight him. Now we are going to head back to spawn here. You know what, I can just reset and show you the other islands, but they will be in that direction, and I'll show you exactly how you really want to get there and how it all works. Okay, so stay tuned. So we're gonna go this way, and by the way, there are some chests midway, so do make sure to collect that. For example, there's a chest up there. Typically it spawns as tier 1 or tier 2. This one's like 50-50. Actually I think all the chests are like 50-50. What am I even saying? Yo, two legendary remains, bro. Are you kidding me? What the heck? No way that just happened to me. But it's gotta be the luckiest thing I've ever experienced. Okay, well, we're going to head over to this island here, and this is going to have the enchanted, what is it, enchanted leaf thing? I don't even know, it's something blue, it's enchanted, and all I know that it's pretty strong. Where is it? Oh my, no, am I on the wrong island? I swear it's this one, no? Okay, I'll pull up a clip of me going to the actual island there. But yeah, they do have the enchanted thing, and it is really, really good to defeat. It took me like a whole hour to break it, but once I finally did, boy oh boy, did it feel kind of underwhelming, because it only gave you the enchanting thing. That's mainly a late game AFK spot if you've actually gotten a lot of the resources and you need to upgrade your gear. Now we're going to make our way to this island, and there are some more chests here to pick up, so make sure to pick those up along the way. They do give you quite a lot of good stuff. I'm gonna actually go ahead and just rip that one open, but there is going to be a mutant down there as well. Oh my, another legendary? Yo, no way. I'm actually getting like most of my legendaries from these chests, not even from these mutants. But you can AFK these mutants, which is the best part. So this is the mutant iron axe orc, and in order to AFK him, you need to go all the way up here. Oop, there we go. And equip my wand, and now you just gotta hit him once, get his aggro, and now that he's here, you can just simply regular attack, and you can see that I'm doing damage. Or I can also rotate my abilities by enabling autocast, and that should allow me to defeat him. And he also does drop the cores, no not cores, the lava behemoth remains. Although it is a little bit more rare, you might only get 1 or 2 per kill.